jump pad, get the teddy bear in. Oh!
Right through the curtain. Taco is like, you know what? He's in it as well. He's actually eliminated 9 opponents, trying to make a mad dash while the curtains are up.
20 seconds left, so players need to start running if they're going. Good shots coming out from Trappy to get it there and get the reload off. Score the smaller props towards the side. Knew there was movement. Just wants to fire it up. Only 10 seconds left. They should be able to get the defense. And there goes a bucket. Look at it. Oh, the cactus are hard to hit. There you can see the points already coming across. Players so far sticking to their game plan. 5 and 10 point props all the way.
This is the way to go. Inch your way up and over to that victory there. But that was just the first round of 4 here. Round 2 is going to begin. What's going to happen now is, again, the guard tower is going to mix up. We're going to see new players in the guard tower, and then the other players that were previously in the guard tower back on the prop.
Yes, you get 1 round in the guard tower, 3 rounds running as the props. You can see right away now you have the pumpkin fighters up top, and the shots go out as soon as the blinds go down, not letting anything happen as the props march their way out of spawn.
This is fun right here. I love watching these trucks waddle about, really trying to find their way, and they see the light go to change, plant themselves down, and back out to the field here.
They've been desperately trying to avoid. Oh, there's no way. You're stacked on top of each other. Come on, you got to shoot 1 or 2. Shots are going towards it, but right now Zan trying to get that cuddly cute teddy bear into the incinerator. Not a sentence I ever thought I would say there, as the archer is now doing everything he can. Hits the bounce target twice and is able to convert as Magma gets another good run and sneaks in under the shots of Dracius.
That's right. This is just getting closer and closer as we have a 3-way tie now. The Fish Fam, Llama Wrecker Company, the Cuddle Crew, all at the top here, and it's still a very close game so far. Dan Yan right here from the Sunshine Soldiers, peeking around, using that camera angle, trying to see when it's time, wants to waste no time here. Bat, it goes down and off to the races she goes. Will change, yep. Actually, stops early too. You know what, I'm gonna play it safe, I'm gonna stop before the curtain comes up.
She has to be having a blast right now. She says one of her favorite things about creative mode is kind of the wacky and Waynian situations you get into, particularly like prop hunt. So this must be a game mode that she's doing incredibly well and enjoying herself in. As you can see there, her team is able to get a couple of props in there. Gotaga and Clytex try to make the final little sprint. Hand of Blood gets another 10 points over as the Taco with a 5-point statue there. Scissors is hanging around on the side there. Will go through. No, I did not mean to call you trash. You just are a dumpster now, quite literally.
Quite literally, but oh, the rage! I read the lips he said, and I like this. Let's see how he decides. He's going for those 10 points though. Notice he went straight to the right for the big objects. That's the risk.
That's what it was about. That's what happens. You need to be careful, not only of the fact you're bigger, easier to see while you're moving, but you need to find a blank space in order to set down. You can't be flipping into anything else with 45 seconds remaining in round 2. And you can see Svedas a minute before the guard looked at him. He's like, I don't, nah, I'm out. Right there. And right now, relatively top heavy. 70-70, and as I said, Fishfam does get their 80th point, but Lachlan hanging out on top of the Rebel. 28 seconds left. Does find an angle that
you know, he actually didn't park either. He just jumped on top of it. You know, I haven't been to this section here where all the vehicles are.
This is the section I'm talking about, where you can grab a burger in a bucket, go out, and not expose yourself except for during 1 period. And as long as you either full run the time through, or you opt to sit still during that time, then you're good. You will score literally every single run. It's just you have to be a 2-point prop, and you have to go to that exit.
Oh, Dan Yan right there, unfortunately, couldn't push through in those final moments there. And that was round 2 of 4. So we are looking to get into round 3 next. So we can earn some more points. Every single set matters, right? Every game matters, because there's a lot of prize on the line.
Yes, every single match is scored. The top 4 will receive a gradient of money going from $55,000 down to 20, and then you have the 4th through 10 all receiving 10. That prize is then decided who will receive the Silver Llama. Funky Fighters currently have one, but who will be able to press with them?
I tack that vehicle is way too big, buddy. You can't just be trying to squeeze it behind that and not think someone's going to see the tail end of it. Here we have Bensor and Dracius close by one another. Bensor gets popped through the blinds there. And wait, so he's going to take a couple shots. He said, does this truck belong here? He didn't miss, though. Lucky for him. The bad aim and that moment right there is going to allow him to sneak that big 10-point. No! He gets taken out. right there. That's no points for him. 10 is huge in this mode, too. It's very difficult to get a vehicle all the way through.
I mean, it's swingy, right? If you think about it, the last round was one with 150 points, right? So if you get a singular 10-point profit, that's not an insignificant percentage there. Like, that's going to be able to help your team, but you also need to set your feet there, as Ferroro didn't hit the crouch button. It was like, I see you wiggling a little bit there. Yoink.
There's Ninja, Ryan, Fronta, Chappie, many others still in the running here. Looking around, you see Tyler shooting straight through the curtain. It almost looks like he's beelining his shots down the aisle there, trying to see if he can get anyone trying to exit out. Zan sees the one pop up in the air, and I think he might have clipped that person out.
Nobody is watching that side. Fishman needs to communicate better right now. Nobody was covering that other side. We saw two teams able to get a decent run out. But right now, Llama Record Company still holding the lead, sitting at 100 points. But don't forget, Fishman are up on top right now. Are the guards, which means they're not scoring points.
He's so fast. Ryan Fronta is so fast here with this prop. Even moving it, he doesn't care. He's going all the way for it. But he's got to watch for traps. See the fear? He's like,
and then gets another one right after. Blind fire through the shade as Rubius is looking to post up there. Spanish YouTuber trying to find a way in, trying to lead his team, and they've overtaken the Llama Record Go with plenty of time and are tied with the Cuddle team. Any singular point now will put the Chicken Champions as our match 2 winner. They need one prop.
that's right, they're so close here. Magma trying to hop on over. Who's it going to be for the Chicken Champions? Who's going to be?
Do you think they get a 2-point prop? They have the scoreboard in front of them. They know they need only that. Do you think they run one in, or do you think they stay with what they're doing right now?
Honestly, I think they're just going to stay with what they're doing. It's working. Why break the formula here? They have over a minute to do so. And just like that, they are going to
that will be it. Yes, brilliantly done. They're overtaking them. And now the question is, can the Little Whip Warriors get enough in to catch them? It's a 25-point spread, but you can get that. You have 4 runners. You can get that in a single run if you're well coordinated enough. Will they be able to catch up? Or the Chicken Champions edge it out and be our match 2 victors?
The Cuddle crew is now on down. The Chicken Champions are holding it. The Warriors haven't scored though. 1 minute left here. Uh-oh. This is actually getting closer than we would have thought. They're close to pushing out the Cuddle crew and the Llamas.
Yeah, I mean, Little Whip Ninja. don't want to end up 4th to 8th. It's all about at least breaking in the top 4 to get a little bit of the differentiation there in the prizing. But the Chicken Champions are pulling ahead. They're keeping that 25-point difference so far between the Little Whip Warriors. Little Whip needs to find a coordinated run with 10-point props in these last 30 seconds, or they're not going to get it. Meanwhile, Bensor running that statue and trying to lock up everything he can for the lead, and he's being extremely patient with it. Taking a corner run, finding everything he needs to do. Little Whip does get a 5 and a 10, and they're still now only 20 points behind, but Bensor is going to be able to lock that one up from there. 5 points, 25, 15 seconds left. The Chicken Champions are sitting pretty.
Yes, that's right. If the Little Whip Warriors don't score big right now with all big props, it's going to be all over in 3 seconds. And it's not going to be enough here because the Chicken Champions, they actually pushed the lead even further.
Did you see what happened in the last second?
They did score.
No. Ravens Revenge grabbed the 2-point prop, hard ran all the way through, got it in, right? And then that pushed them from 4th into 3rd. When we talk about every little interaction mattering, that was it. But the Chicken Champions, one might be able to say that was excellent. They were able to tender defend. That was the match 2 victory and putting them in a good spot for the set 2 line.
You can see the excitement there on their faces. They just realized, hey man, we got this. We're in the running here. Junkyard Juke could be ours.
They want to know what that play you did right there was awesome, but they want the next one because there's 3 matches for each one of the sets, and a win there would put them in a fantastic spot to get the 2nd Silver Llama. You need that in order to be in contention, and if they're able to split it up away and deny it from the Funky Fighters, the field's wide open.
Yes, it's not over yet. That's just another team who takes the victory here, making it that much closer of a running so far. And we saw the Ravens Revenge kind of sneak up too. You need as many points as possible. The bigger the placement, the better the prize as well for the round, so you can't just give up either. You got to push it all the way to the final moment.
And hey, hats off to whoever's call that was on Ravens Revenge. That was a brilliant decision, showing exactly why you're able to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals, why you're playing on that stage. Those are the big plays, but again, brilliantly done from the Chicken Champions. Consistent runs, stuck to their statues, stuck to their routes, and took the corners. And now we're actually going to have a chance to talk to our Chicken Champions, the Match 2 champions. Zeke has them up there on the top floor. Zeke, what do you got for us?
What's going on, guys? I'm hanging out with the Chicken Champions, guys. That are flying, and you guys clutched up. Did you figure out the strategy? Because you guys were well and ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, we practiced yesterday, and everything is thanks to this guy. This guy always goes for the 10 points, always, and he always gets it. So, thanks to you, man.
All right, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Curry. What was the strategy? How did you get the 10 points in there? Was it the same every time? Switch things up?
Yeah, go for the top same stuff. It seems to work.
So in this intense game of red light, green light, were you like stopping early, or were you just like going as far as you could go? Stopping, or were you super playing? What do you guys think of this game? Has it been everything you thought it's been?
Yeah, it's great. We had a game plan. We definitely did what we came to do, and that's what we expected. So. Very
well executed. You did not lay an egg. All right, final question for you. I want to give you the chance to tell the world, all the fans, something. What do you want to tell them?
Thanks for the support from Spain, for the other world, and my team is good mode, and will we win the next match?
There you go. The excitement is real. Gentlemen, congratulations. Best of luck going forward. We're sending it back your way.
Brilliantly done there from the Chicken Champions. Thank you so much, Zeke. They're excited to be there. They stuck to the gameplay. And shout out to Bensor. The one thing he was looking forward to on this trip, he wanted to play in front of a big crowd. He got that moment, running through, securing that for the Chicken Champions. And immediate El Rubius turned to him and was like, it's all him, man. He put the team on his back or put the team in his dumpster. I don't know. That normally that wouldn't be a good thing, but in this circumstance, it worked out for him.
Yeah, another point to Kiara as well. The only, or one of 2 competitors, in the creative finals, so very nice of him to kind of represent for those guys as well. And again, just showing that he's got the moves up.
He had the moves, able to find the right angles, and now we've seen some developments from match 1 to match 2. What was the big thing that stuck out from you that was different?
And that last one, honestly, finally seeing someone pick up those 2-point props, right? Using those are points right there. But with that, we'll jump over to Bala. We'll take a fun look at some of the things that developed in our last few moments.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, the Junkyard Juke is developing nicely. Everybody's starting to figure out what all the different tools and props they have available to them. So with that, we're going to hop into some of the tips and tricks that I've seen from the Junkyard Juke so far. We can roll the clip right now as all these players. The first thing I want to point out is there are these springboards. Unfortunately, Dan Yen gets picked out of the sky. They're not too happy about that. But moving on to Tomoya using the statue. This is one of the interesting scores I saw with the statue, those higher point objects being useful. Scissors here with the springboard, the recovery. Second. And then here we have Tomoya. No, sorry, we have again awesome run there, looking like the scene out of everybody, you know, crossing the street at the same time. Here's Stracius hitting some amazing shots through the black. And then he just continues shooting, just hoping that he can get a shot. This is the other doing the same thing, but then also synchronizing, making sure they have coverage on all angles. Finally, Tomoya made some amazing calls. We'll listen to them in a second. This is what he did, always timing it perfectly so that he can get in, make sure that the teammates also go at the same time and make it into that incinerator. So we're gonna head and listen to what those communications were like and team. In this one, they made sure the count was perfect.
2, 3, 4. We are strong. I scored 0 in the second round, that's the problem.
Like, we are all close points.
There you go. The Funky Fighters, you know they won the first Silver Llama. Let's see if they can win the next one. We got one more match here on Junkyard Juke to go. And we'll see who will come out on top with the Silver Llama from.
Thank you so much, Bala, for that great breakdown. Listening to the comms, that's one thing I hadn't considered. I always just kind of like, yeah, it's going to come up now. But these guys all on comms talking, have one guy counted out. That guy's just like a metronome, make sure he has it on the dot every single time. Brilliantly done from them, but will they be able to take back that top spot? We've seen them do it. If they can grab that Silver Llama, they'll be in such a good spot. But right now, they aren't seeing the same success they saw before.
Yeah, you want to get the Silver Llama, but to get there, you got to make a new strategy. I think that right there, there was a lot of information in that bit right there. You kind of noticed the team synergy, and he said something very important in his interview there. Talked about being patient. You really have to be patient. You can't let the frustration get to you. You saw Scissors very expressive on the cam. Just, it's hard to get the pointer, and that's what I talked about before this whole thing started. I said, trust me, this is a lot harder than you guys think. You might just, you know, oh yeah, I'll turn it to something and run it through. Nah, man, you're gonna get shut down.
But I mean, it's just like, if you think about it, it's the mental aspect that really comes with it. If you're able to frustrate somebody else, then they're that much more off their game. And these guys are all great at that, coming through from some of the Death Run qualifiers. It makes it that much harder. But thank you guys so much for joining us here. And again, don't forget, there is a fantastic, awesome event-specific merch starting here right now, today on the 26th. You can also get it on retailrow.com. Make sure you celebrate the event. Remember it, grab some from your friends, your brothers, your family, people who couldn't be here, and celebrate the first ever Fortnite World Cup.
Yeah, you saw some of your favorite pros and competitors here rocking that new swag. Definitely loving it. All types of collaborations going on here. I love it when Fortnite releases new gear, you know? This kind of allows me to...
I'm always a big pretty much like 98% of my wardrobe at this point. I mean, I love the logo. Set number 2, the final one on the original version of Junkyard. The remix later on. And let's begin. The first round is on their way. Match number 3, set number 2. Who will be able to incinerate the props? Who will push out the lead? players who took that first bomb, but you need to make sure they don't get this one here. And basically, everybody wants first place.
Yep, and you can see there, Taldeck did land a shot straight through the curtain. Very nicely done. Another kind of lane, right? You want to look at your lane, see which lane is available to you that's easy to maneuver the objects you want to bring through. Vitex, for example, here is using a bear. There are no bears in this section, but he says, you know what? It's all good. I can sneak this around.
So the big thing with the bear, background. You're in the junkyard. You're a little bit in those desert biome situations. There's a lot of kind of muddled around that. It makes it that much harder to stick out. However, if you if you're grabbing the snowman, you're just really flexing on everyone. It's like, yeah, I'm a snowman. I'm the snowman in the desert.
It's pretty hilarious because, you know, we haven't seen anyone pull out the back for good reason. There are a couple other fun ones back there. If we get a pan around later, you probably